Hey guys, Will from 5 Gaming Gents here with a quick video for you today. Recently, Skybound Entertainment announced the return of one of my favourite game franchises, Telltale's The Walking Dead, with Season 3 confirmed for 2016 and then a possible DLC for this year. I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited. It's one of my favourite games ever. So in celebration of this recent news, I decided to make a video I've wanted to make for quite some time, and that is the top 5 hardest choices in The Walking Dead Seasons 1 and 2. Now before we start, I'm just going to say, massive spoiler warning here, if you've not played both seasons, I really recommend not watching this video, because when the choices do come along for you, they're not going to have the same impact. But if you're curious, and you just want to have a bit of fun, you've played both seasons, then fine, watch it, have a good time, and maybe in the comments you tell me what you thought the hardest choices in the game were.
Man. Let's just get back.
That's not happening. You think you're some tough bitch, don't you? Like nothing can hurt you. But you're just a scared little girl. Get the fuck over it. Take a page from Lee's book and try helping somebody for once.
Now, what the fuck's the problem? Drop it.
Number 5. What to do about Lily. We start with one of the most shocking moments in the Season 1, where Lily outright murders Carly or Doug depending on who you saved in Episode 1. The choice here, do you leave her behind or do you tie her up and put her back in the RV? Now this was a very difficult choice during one of the most shocking moments of the first season in total, and I was just so shocked and in disbelief at what had just happened, how she could just murder somebody. I know she was paranoid, I know she was deranged almost, she thought someone was stealing supplies, her father just died, but I can't even express how shocked I was the first time I played this episode. Now, the first time I played it, I did choose to let her stay in the RV, tie her up, put her back in, and I was like, I'm going to think of a rational thing to do. I'm not just going to make a rash decision like you just did by shooting someone in the face. But I was so conflicted about it, and I know a lot of people chose to leave her behind because they were just so pissed and angry at her because she just murdered someone close to our hearts that we saved ourselves in Episode 1. But I was just thinking, I can't let anger cloud my judgment. Would I really regret making this decision if I left her by the roadside? I'm in fact leaving her for dead. I'm not going to do that, so I decided to be rational and let her stay in the RV before I thought of what I could do with her afterwards, not in a weird way like you're probably thinking. So yeah, a really shocking moment, a really morally hard choice. When's the line crossed, for instance, is like in the comics, killing the one thing that the group will not abide. Really tough decision, but in the end, I chose to let her stay. And it's number 5 on my list.
Hey! Motherfucker! Shit! He's gonna kill him!
Kenny!
Get back here, you piece of shit! Should let you drown, you piece of shit!
No! Kenny, don't run!
Well, they made it.
Don't come over here. Hey, I can make it. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got walkers on the way. Let me help
It's too
you.
thin for both of us. I just gotta be careful. Oh!
No!
Stop! Stop! I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I just gotta...
Number 4. Should you help Luke? Moving to one of the saddest parts of Season 2, the player is forced into a harrowing decision. Do you risk both Clementine's and Luke's life by trying to help him, or do you cover him and allow Luke to escape by himself? This, for me, was the one part of Season 2 which stuck with me the most. Luke was perhaps my favourite character of Season 2, being a sort of mentor, elderly brother figure for Clementine, but also because he was the longest surviving character of the season other than Clementine herself. Kenny, of course, not coming in until episode 2. And so for me, this choice was hell. Okay, this was literally my favourite character, and it was brilliant writing in this situation. And I think, especially what Luke says, the way Scott Porter delivered the lines, he's literally begging Clementine not to come over because he knows that it's over for him, and you can hear it in his voice. It's brilliant voice acting, and it just made the whole situation panic-ridden for me. It was horrible. So for me, I trusted Luke, and I chose the first time to cover him and try and allow him to escape by himself. However, this couldn't prevent his watery grave. Even his fate was sealed either way. Okay, I know he died either way, but the choice was really difficult, and especially afterwards when I chose to cover him and not go and help him, I felt guilty as sin. I kind of felt that I contributed to his death in a way. This choice was excruciating, definitely hard, and the consequences stayed with me for a long time afterwards. And I'm still sorry, Luke. I'm still sorry I didn't try to help you that first time round. Oh, it was horrible. It was a horrible part of the story. It's number 4 on my list.
Look, she's gonna fucking freeze to death.
I did it. I got him.
You can take care of yourself. See?
No, not all the time.
Yeah, you can. Don't worry. Hey. You're strong, Clem. You can do anything.
But I'm little.
Doesn't mean nothing. You gonna see bad stuff, but it's okay.
My parents. It's so horrible.
I can't imagine, sweet pea.
And now, you? Please. Please don't be one of them. Please don't become a walker.
There's only one thing you can do. You know that.
I don't know if I can.
You have to shoot me, honey.
Lee, no.
It's okay. It's okay. Clem, I was standing over Doug holding that gun. It was so hard. Sorry you're in that position now. I'd give anything for you not to be. But you just have to point it at me. Close your eyes and be thankful you never have to see me as one of them. You can do it. I know you can.
Okay, Lee. I can do it. I can.
Number 3. Do you shoot Lee or leave him to his fate to turn into a zombie? Now, I'm not going to spend too long talking about this choice because we all know it. We all know the brilliant ending to this game. It's quite obviously a hard choice. Do you make a 9-year-old girl shoot the last person in the world that she loves that is still alive in the face? Or do you make her leave you behind to turn into a walker? It's a harrowing choice, and what is now a classic ending to a masterpiece of a game. I, like many people, chose to shoot Lee in the head because I didn't want him to become a walker. I know that would put Clementine through a whole lot of trauma and everything, but she doesn't want him to become a walker. No one wants him to become a walker. It was a hard choice. Very morally ambiguous, as they always are. But there you go. What an ending. What a game.
Don't be afraid.
But guess what? You're stuck with me. I plan to be around long after you're gone.
Easy! Dad? No! Dad, come on! Dad! Oh, God. He stopped breathing. I think he's had a heart attack.
Shit. Is he dead?
He's not dead! Somebody help me!
Fuck. If he's dead...
He's not dead!
What has to happen, Lee? Think about it. You saw that poor bastard at the motel? How fast he turned?
What are you saying?
Lily, I'm sorry. I truly am. But in a few minutes, we're gonna be stuck in a locked room with a 6'4", 300-pound, seriously pissed off dead guy.
Fuck you! We can bring him back! Lee!
We'll mourn him later. But right now, we have to keep him from coming back.
No! God damn it, Kenny! He's not dead!
Number 2, do you help revive Larry, or do you help Kenny smash his head into a salt lick? Now this was a hard choice for many reasons, mainly because you could tell it would decide basically the rest of the season, who likes you, who doesn't, who hates you, and who wants to kill you, kind of thing. The choice here, as I just said, was do you help Kenny prevent him from coming back, or do you help Lily try and revive him? You don't actually know if he's dead or not, and that's the really tough choice, because in one mind you're thinking, if he is dead, what's going to happen if he turns? Sometimes they can turn pretty quickly, but at the same time you think, well, if he's not dead, well, if he's just unconscious, he just stopped breathing, well, if he can bring him back, and it's a really tough choice. And the first time I played it, I panicked, and I helped Kenny smash his head into a salt lick. And I instantly regretted it, mainly because Clementine was literally horrified because there was blood everywhere. And I was covered in brains, and everyone was like, it was not very nice. But many people have pointed out that when if you help to revive Larry, that right at the end, before his head gets plunged in by a salt lick, his mouth starts to move, but I don't think there's much in that. I just think it's a little bit of poor animation on the part of Telltale, because it doesn't actually look like a normal mouth movement, it looks kind of like a jitter. But, as I said, really tough choice. Do you take the action to prevent him coming back if he has died, or if he hasn't, he's just unconscious, do you help revive him? And as I said, it basically determines the rest of the season. Basically how Kenny reacts to you, how Lily reacts to you, how basically the whole group revolves around basically you killing a member of your group in front of an 8-year-old girl. At this point, it was a very hard decision, and probably the hardest from season 1.
Kenny, what the fuck? I'm so sorry. It had to be done.
You don't know that!
Yes, I...
I didn't kill him! It was an accident, Kenny!
I won't back down from you, Kenny.
Shut up!
I'm warning you.
We can't kill each other. Not after all this. We're all that's left.
Stay out of this, Clem.
Clem, stay back. Don't you come near me, you son of a bitch.
Kenny! Get the fuck off!
Fuck you!
Please!
Let... Jane! Asshole!
Number 5, Kenny or Jane. This ending to Season 2 is undoubtedly the hardest choice in any of the seasons of The Walking Dead. The choice here is simply who lives, Kenny or Jane, the man who has survived so much. Season 1 is now in Season 2, or the woman, the pragmatist who has taught you how to survive, who views you as a little sister. Now, many people are very polar about Kenny and Jane. A lot of people said that they hated one and loved the other, but I think they're only saying that because of what happens after this choice, not before. Before this choice, these are two, other than Luke, were two of my favourite characters in Season 2, and it was heartbreaking to see them in a fight to the death. Now, the choice ultimately culminates when Kenny has a knife to Jane's chest and is about to stab her, and you, as Clementine, either have to shoot him and kill him, obviously, or look away and let him kill Jane. And even though I loved both of them, I had to shoot Kenny on this one. I mean, I did not hate him. I knew he was moving towards this murderous rampage. You could see it throughout the season. He's lost his wife, his son, Sarita, who kind of was the one thing that's preventing him from going over the edge, and he's just a broken man. And the news of AJ, the baby, dying just tipped him. That was it. He was going to kill someone, and he blamed it on Jane they blamed Jane for AJ's death and attacked her. So I had to shoot him. And it was heartbreaking, the death of Kenny in my one, and equally the death of Jane if you turn away and let him kill her. It was a horrible, horrible moment in the series. Even more heartbreaking when you find out the truth about AJ after the choice is made. Definitely the hardest decision, and it left me wanting more. Season 3, please, please, please be amazing, just as the first 2 seasons were.
Clem, you made the right choice. I let you down. I let everyone down.
Just hang on, Kenny. Please.
No, you're better off without me. We almost made it. We were close, weren't we? I thought I wanted this, asked for it so many times. Now that it's happening, I'm scared. I'm afraid, Clem.
It's okay, Kenny. You're going to see Katja and Doug. You're going to see them again.
Oh, you're always good for a smile.
So there we are, guys, my top 5 hardest choices of The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2. Don't forget, tell me in the comments what you thought your hardest choices were, the choices that really tested you. I really would like to know. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to 5 Gaming Gentlemen on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you later.